My name is Michael Mastro. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we want to look at the chart of Maria Callas, one of the most influential uh, opera singers of the 20th century. If you look to the eastern horizon using Vedic sidereal zodiac, you would see that uh, she was born uh, with a Scorpio rising at 3 degrees. First, we're going to see how the planets are operating in her chart, and then we'll see when they're operating and what could be done to strengthen the chart. So first off, Sun is ruling her career. It is placed in the first house, and it is strong. It's so it get her. Sun gives leadership abilities in whatever field that person is in, and she's definitely a leading opera singer, soprano of her time. And the moon is weak in old age. It is ruling the house of good fortune. Also, it's placed in her career house. Any planet that's more than 25 degrees is said to be in old age and cannot protect or promote its own significations. So she had a very fiery temper, very emotional, prone to depression, um, uh, canceled lots of events, had in her later life lost grip with reality. So all this has to do with weak moon. Then we have very challenging, but she used that moon to her advantage, and that she could really express her emotions through her uh, singing. Then we have challenging Mars. Mars is ruling the sixth house of health. She did have frail health, um, and Mars has to do with inflammation. She had meiosis. I'm not saying it right, but it's a neuromuscular and autoimmune issue with muscle weakness. She also had vertigo and low blood pressure, um, struggled with weight, etc. And this Mars afflicts the 12th house, which has to do with um, being able to take on many different roles. And the third house of success, the sixth house of health, and the seventh house of relationships, all which she had stress in those areas of her life. Then we have weak combust Mercury. It's ruling the house of fulfillment of desires and income, um, and connects her income to her ability to express herself. Mercury is also in the first house. Then we have Jupiter. Jupiter is also weak and combust. It is ruling the house of wealth and fame and stability in relationships. Um, Now, Jupiter is also connected to the liver and weight issues. So it is placed in the first house of the body. Then we have challenging Venus. Venus is ruling the 12th house. It is placed in the house of wealth. So connecting wealth with the ability to entertain and take on different roles. See, the 12th house is uh, separation from who you are to be able to take on different roles. And Venus is entertainment and beauty. And so she had all of that, the ability to sing. Weak placement and afflicted by Venus, Saturn. Saturn rules the house of happiness and home life, which definitely something she struggled with. Um, then we have challenging Rahu and K2. Uh, they're opposite each other, and they're teaching her to learn how to balance work life and home like life, which she definitely struggled with. So let's look at the timing of events. So she was her parents divorced when she was just 13 years old in 1937. This is during a Venus period, separation, uh, ruling the house of separation from parents. Then in 1949, she got married during a Jupiter period. Jupiter is the indicator for husband. Um, and also rules the house of stability in the marriage, which that is something she struggled with since she had affairs. In 1950, she had her debut at the La Scala in Italy, opera house during a Jupiter period, bringing wealth and fame. Then she had her USA debut in 57, also started an affair with Aristotle Onassis during a K2 period, K2 ruling the house of happiness and home life. Um, and then in 58, she had a nervous breakdown during a Venus period, Venus causing, again, separation from reality herself. Um, Ruling that 12th house. In 1960, she had a preemie baby that only lasted a couple of hours, and she also retired during a Rahu period. Rahu is sitting in the house of career, causing changes to her career. In 1977, she had a heart attack and passed away. This is during a Sun period. Sun is related to heart. And posthumously, she got a Grammy in 2007 during a Jupiter period, um, giving her fame even after death. What could be done to strengthen the chart? Well, she's already involved in charities, which would be transforming Rahu and K2, Mars and Venus, which we didn't want to strengthen because they're malefics in the chart. Um, and then the rest of the planets could be strengthened with my favorite remedy, a kavash, which is a silver locket containing the Devata yantras and mantras for her benefic planets, which were Jupiter, Sun, Mercury, Moon, as Moon. So if you'd like to get a reading or get a kavash or learn Vedic astrology, you can go to vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening. This is a great Netflix film kind of portraying her life with starring Angelena Jolie. And it's very interesting, the ups and downs in her life and how you can see it in her chart. Thank you so much for listening.